Jessica. My name is Lauren.
I'm Erica. And I'm Sam.
And we are occupational therapy students at Wesley College in Delaware.
Occupational therapy is a client-centered profession who helps to work with individuals to remove barriers and increase their ability to function in everyday life.
We are here to advocate on behalf of individuals who have schizophrenia and how occupational therapy can benefit these individuals.
Today we will discuss our role in schizophrenia, its signs and symptoms, and how this affects occupational performance.
Did you know that 1 in 100 people are diagnosed with schizophrenia nationwide? That's over 2.7 million people, or 1.1% of our population. In approximately 40% of those cases, schizophrenia has gone untreated. Schizophrenia is a disorder that affects a person's ability to think, feel, and behave clearly. The exact cause of schizophrenia isn't known, but a combination of genetics, environment, and altered brain chemistry may play a role. Schizophrenia is characterized by thoughts or experiences that may seem out of touch with reality, disorganized speech or behavior, and decreased participation in daily activities. Individuals with schizophrenia can often have difficulty concentrating. Treatment is usually lifelong and often involves a combination of medications, psychotherapy, and coordinated specialty services. Symptoms usually appear between the ages of 16 to 30, and they fall into 3 categories: positive, negative, and cognitive. Positive symptoms are psychotic behaviors not generally seen in healthy people. People with positive symptoms may lose touch with some aspects of reality. Symptoms can include hallucinations, delusions, thought disorders including unusual or dysfunctional ways of thinking, or movement disorders including agitated body movements. Negative symptoms are associated with disruptions to normal emotions and behaviors. Symptoms can include flat affect, which is reduced expression of emotions, reduced feelings of pleasure in everyday life, difficulty beginning and sustaining activities, or reduced speaking. The cognitive symptoms of schizophrenia are subtle, but for others they are more severe and patients may notice changes in their memory or other aspects of thinking. Symptoms include poor executive functioning, which is the ability to understand information and use it to make decisions, trouble focusing or paying attention, and problems with working memory. This is the ability to use information immediately after learning it.
The diagnosis of schizophrenia affects many areas of functioning. We will discuss a few occupational performance skills and patterns. According to the OTPF3, performance skills are observable elements of action that have an implicit functional purpose. Skills are considered a classification of actions, encompassing multiple capacities, body functions, and body structures, and when combined, underlie the ability to participate in desired occupations and activities. Through our presentation, we will focus on how processing and social interaction are impacted by schizophrenia. We will specifically address dysfunction in the organization, sequencing, and initiation process skills, which are observed when a person selects materials, carries out steps, and modifies their performance of a task, as well as the ability to express emotion and speak fluently during a social exchange. According to the OTPF3, performance patterns are the habits, routines, roles, and rituals used in the process of engaging in occupations or activities. These patterns can support or hinder occupational performance. The areas we chose to focus on that are greatly impacted by schizophrenia include the roles and routines of the person individually or within a group. Roles include behaviors expected by society, and routines are automatic behaviors performed repeatedly that provide structure to daily life.
Stephen was diagnosed with schizophrenia at the age of 16. His mother acknowledges that Stephen always seemed different as a child. He struggled in school, not due to his intelligence, but his motivation and behaviors. He experimented with drugs in his adolescence and ultimately ended up dropping out of high school. He tried to commit suicide at the age of 16, resulting in his first time being hospitalized. For several years, he was in and out of psychiatric hospitals, struggling to remain medicated and develop healthy supports upon discharge from facilities here in Delaware. Finally, in 2011, at the age of 22, he was given the right medications and has been stabilized ever since. However, Stephen still experiences difficulties with being able to fully embrace life in a way he finds fulfilling.
Social settings can be somewhat difficult for me. Large crowds, I become very paranoid. And my illness is not something I like people knowing that I have, so it's very hard for me to open up, which can be hard to make new friends. In regards to schoolwork and leisure activities, people kind of standoffish if they know that I have the disease. I've seen hallucinations, sitting in school, guns floating through the air. Thought my teacher was trying to tell me to commit suicide right in class. I was frightened at first. Something a little scary to me that named schizophrenia. Obviously suspicious. I didn't think anything was wrong with me. I just want to live a normal life. I'm pretty much stuck at the house all the time. I'm unable to hold a job. When my meds are off, I've been out of the hospital, so it kind of kills the job function. And if I can't afford to pay for anything, I can't go anywhere, really. So basically, I just want to be independent and be able to live a normal life.
Processing skills such as organization and sequencing can be observed through those with schizophrenia during ADL and IADL activities. Many have difficulty organizing their thoughts, resulting with impairments in the previously mentioned categories. During bathing, cleaning, meal preparation activities, etc., it can be difficult for those with schizophrenia to engage in a productive manner. Social skills are also difficult due to these individuals sometimes portraying a hard time initiating conversations at all, having a flat affect, and being able to effectively convey their emotions and feelings. As you can imagine, roles and routines are also seriously impacted. Due to family members being affected by a mental illness such as schizophrenia, difficulty with employment and overall social participation is impacted. Routines are also very difficult to follow through on as a result of the disorganized thoughts and at times disconnect with reality that may occur. Imagine trying to follow through on something while being distracted, or remembering a doctor's appointment when you are not fully able to focus. It is a very hard thing to do. People with schizophrenia have to learn how to get through their daily routines while coping with their illness.
Occupational therapy is a profession that first started in the area of mental health, as services have shifted from hospitals to the community, as well as from a medical model towards a recovery model. Occupational therapists have played a key role along the way. As occupational therapists, we are educated to provide services that support mental and physical health, wellness, rehabilitation, habituation, and recovery-oriented approaches. Individuals of all ages who are diagnosed with schizophrenia can benefit from occupational therapy services. Furthermore, friends and family members can also benefit from our service to learn ways to deal with stress of caregiving and how to balance their daily responsibilities to help these individuals lead a more productive and meaningful life. There is evidence that OT interventions improve outcomes for those living in the community with a serious mental illness, including schizophrenia. Interventions can be found in the areas of education, work skills training, health and wellness, and cognitive remediation and adaptation. Some of these interventions include evaluating and adapting the environment, development of leisure interests, ADL training, and functional evaluations for job placement, to name a few. Mental health is the leading cause of disability in the world. As occupational therapists, we play a vital role in helping individuals with schizophrenia develop the skills they need to live life to the fullest. So please, without hesitation, feel free to reach out to us as there are ways in which we can help.